Good evening, everybody. It's time for some more Dragonbane. We've surpassed we passed a milestone of 20 episodes. So we're 21. We're legal now, everybody. And we also have Ducky's back. It's been some time since Ducky has been here.
It's alive!
Welcome back, man. Glad to have you.
Glad to be back.
However, Ryan is missing. So Morning Cloak will be played by the the snarling gentleman in the bottom right-hand corner for the evening. But welcome everybody who joined us here. I think we got Jacob in the chat. How's it going, man? Don't forget, you guys out there watching, like the stream. If you're watching in the future on the VOD, like the VOD so we can continually press this or push this this series out into the interwebs. So,
comments.
The algorithm.
Not only in the chat, but in the comments section. It's important to or whatever algorithm.
Yeah. Comment for the algorithm. Right?
Exactly. Something
like that. Anyway, before we begin, I got to thank some people as always. So, thank you, Patrick P., who he's alive and well on the Dragonbane Discord, which I highly suggest you guys go visit if you're either running a Dragonbane game, playing a Dragonbane game, looking for players, or looking for a group. They have a really cool community contest on there right now, and it's sponsored by Free League, and there's a cash prize. So I don't have the link. Maybe Matt will drop it in the chat. But also, we at the Adventure Archive have a Discord server too that has a dedicated Dragonbane channel, a dedicated campaign spoilers channel that the players aren't supposed to be going into. I don't think they are. So if there's any other GMs out there who want to talk to me about some stuff or compare notes, come hang out. And the Discord, or the link for that should be down in the description. So yeah, also the year zero, basically everybody at Dragonbane, they're all awesome people. All the developers, they're working tirelessly to make sure this Foundry system and the game itself is continues to run smoothly, because I don't think they anticipated how successful it was. Also, musically, thank you, Andreas, for the amazing Dragonbane soundtrack, which we are listening to right now, as well as Noel's. There's a few Noel albums that got queued up, but he is an artist over at the label Heimat der Katastrophe, and they've been so generous to allow us to use all of their music on our streams completely free, so thank you. Go support them. Also, both of the links are down below in the description. I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. So let us begin with a recap. Last time on Dragonbane, we left Darrow hanging. Well, actually, the episode before that, and the players thought maybe there was a slim chance they could save him from falling, so we spent about 20 minutes arguing about it, doing rolls to just basically have Darrow fall into the pit anyway. So that's where that ended up. He fell into water, though. He did not go splat. He went splash. And everybody else eagerly joined him in the water. They found this mysterious underground cave system that has a massive dark pool of water right in the middle, which you're looking at right now. If you're listening on podcast form, I'm sorry you can't see it, but you should totally check out the video. And after a time, they spotted Antelia, the very woman that they've been looking for. She's up on this, I don't want to call it an altar, but maybe it's kind of altar-like. It's this bridge-like stone structure that is crossing this little crevasse of stone and leading to water below. And she is chained. She is shackled. Why is she shackled? We don't know. We only know that Greyhood mentioned that she wanted to come here of her own accord because she's fighting some kind of demons, inner demons, or outer demons. We don't know. But anyway, amidst all this, a giant octopus rose from the depths after these four people splashed into the pool. They fought this thing off, though, heroically, and in fact, I think it was Darrow's mighty staff of the shepherd that smote it, right, in the last instant. I think you had, like, it was like a 2 HP damage attack, and that was enough. So that was quite the heroic
because Antelia was looking.
Yeah, it's because
He said, "Look at me, Antelia." Smash.
Look at how
4 points of damage. I think the squid had what, 3 armor, something like that.
Yeah, it had like 2 or 3 armor. So yeah, just barely enough. I can look right now. 3 armor, and it's from the monster, the bestiary. So go check that out too. They have a module right for Foundry. You can just drag in all the tokens you want. But anyway, that's where we ended. The giant octopus slithered its corpse down to the murky depths, and the heroes are catching their breath, collecting themselves. So that is where we're going to begin, in this underground cave.
Oh man, feels like I was somewhere else for the past, like, 3 years.
Game time, yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to say anything before, but you look healthier now. I don't know.
Thank you. I can see.
Yes. Unfortunately, I guess you are a bit spent since you don't have any more willpower.
That's all right. I'll just sit right here.
But we are not going to take a short rest. Because, Darrow
is going to move over to the... oh yeah, the game's paused.
Oh, sorry. All right, I will unpause the game.
He's gonna quickly, nimbly move over to the wall here. Look for a way to get up.
Okay, it is it's a natural stone wall, so there are plenty of handholds and footholds. It doesn't seem too difficult to climb if you'd wish.
Sickly and disheartened, he is going to trying to climb.
Hold on, Antelia.
Okay,
My
so
staff is coming.
oh man, is that the first dirty
Yes.
joke of the night, or is that
Not
no?
a dirty joke. I have a staff.
True. I'm used to Ryan. I'm used to Ryan being here, so it's gonna be a clean.
Never.
It's gonna be maybe it'll be a clean night for once.
Ryan?
We'll see. Okay, so you see her again though. She's slouched over. Her hair is wet. It's in her face. She appears to be weeping, as I mentioned. She doesn't respond to you. So would you like to climb up the wall?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to require a roll. If you just, you're careful, you take your time. There's nothing at your back. So
I will help you.
Oh, Morning Cloak's going to throw him up there.
I am a good boy.
Ryan is gonna be mad. Yeah. So Morning Cloak will help Darrow.
Hey, watch where you put your hands.
Okay.
Push him up.
All right. So he gives you a boost. You make it to the top. You're there on this this rocky surface. It's kind of slick with moisture, but you have good enough footing. And I think we established that Darrow's the cleanest he's been in a while, right? I mean, you don't get many baths.
It is awful. But, we will make do.
I like how... I wish you had a ring. We're almost kind of in a Frodo scene, standing in Mordor. You have the little halfling heading over to the edge.
Okay, so from this distance,
Yes.
Can he like see any dangers? Does the bridge look like it can carry 1.5?
Yeah, so you look over and it looks to be mostly made of stone. There are some supports at the base of it that you can tell. It seems to be anchored firmly there, supported. Off to the left, down into the shadows, the water kind of recedes. It appears as if it's bubbling up from some deeper source. But it kind of recedes off into the shadows over in, I'll click, over in this direction.
All right.
Guys, you should come up here.
And one thing you notice, Darrow, too, is the light from above. If you remember, there is the circular opening that you fell through. And then there is, above that, another circular opening that goes all the way up outside the topmost part of the tower, letting in light. So where you are, more or less, it appears to be brighter, the light. Granted, it's still overcast outside. The misty veil is, the mist is pervasive.
Interesting.
Darrow calls out to Antelia, unless you guys want to.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna call out to Antelia, or well, let's pause really quick. So, Louis and Sariel, anything you'd like to do, while Darrow kind of creeps up to inch toward Antelia?
I'm gonna try to climb up this route so I can get up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can easily make it up there. And
while y'all climb up, I'm gonna take a look, down at the water. Is there anything maybe like shiny or catch my eye or anything like that?
oh, so you're gonna kind of look at the water's edge for any kind of treasure?
Hopefully,
Booty? Are you going to be just kind of like take your time and migrate all the way around the edges, or what?
I think what I'd do is go to the top of this rock here.
Okay.
And just whatever I can see from there.
Yeah, so you kind of look around and you do see something glinting. You think it is, again, because the water is very shimmery. There's this light kind of pouring down, but it has almost like a bronze color, you think, anyway. But you do notice also that this entire water, it is a massive fall off. So you can see the rocks on the edge kind of go down, and then it just gets black. It's like really, so you infer that it's incredibly deep in the middle area here. And that is also where the giant octopus came from.
But it did die, right?
It did die, yes.
That's good. I do see Shiny, and Shiny always calls to me, so I'm gonna dive for it.
Okay. So you dive into the water, and you find, wedged in the rocks, it's like a short sword with a bronze handle, but it's very, very, it's been here a very long time. I mean, there's life growing on it, and it's kind of wedged into the stone.
I'm going to try to pull it out by the handle.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you roll me a strength check? Because it is pretty wedged in there.
It's my lowest. Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh. Okay, would you like to push the roll?
I would.
Oh, yeah. Okay, what condition would you like to take?
How far down did I dive to get to this?
I'll say probably like, I don't know, a meter, maybe like 3-ish feet or so. It's not very deep. But the walls, the bank is almost like a wall, so it's very vertical.
think I'm gonna roll for scared because starting to run out of air.
Okay.
And that
it's kind of dark
the
and
dark depths are.
Yeah, that giant octopus just came out of there. Okay. So unfortunately, you're unable to wiggle it free. Some of the stones do break free as you start to move it, and just trickle down into the depths.
Well, I'm gonna pop my head up to catch my breath.
Okay.
All right. Jot that down.
Yeah.
Save that for later.
Yeah, I mean, you think maybe if you had a tool of some kind, some way to like chip away at the stone, but like just using your, well, what brute strength you do have was a little tough. So, okay. All right, so I guess that brings us back to Darrow. You're standing up there on the edge, facing Antelia down. She's sitting.
Morning Cloak is going to say,
okay.
I'm not going to help you. I nearly drowned last time. Not going in the water.
I didn't even ask you yet.
I can read your mind.
Oh.
all right.
What? Whoa.
I'm having a day.
All right. Back to Darrow. He's going to gingerly, carefully, warily walk over to the step out onto the bridge here.
Okay. You make your way.
While talking, like murmuring sweet nothings
Oh.
to Antelia.
It's just me. It's just me.
And,
Make your way over there. Okay, yeah, you make your way over there. And as you speak to her, though, she almost kind of flinches away, almost cowering from you. And her
Most ladies do.
they can't handle the Darrow. Okay. So you make it all the way to her. You're within arm's reach, let's say, if you'd want to be.
yes, I want to look at her shackles. What is she tied to? Is she tied to the bridge?
Yes. So she is shackled with
They're iron.
They're iron, yeah. They look like they're iron. They look like they're very old. They're covered in rust here and there, but they seem to be holding strong still. They appear as if they've been here a very long time. And you do notice that you can see some wear and tear around the edges, including like what might be stains, old blood perhaps.
So Darrow knows that because it's metal,
Mm-hmm.
he can't do anything. He can't find out if it's magic or not.
What? Wait, what is that? What do you have a metal thing?
Yes.
Oh, you have a metal thing.
Mages can't mess with metal.
Oh,
we
that's
can't cast magic while in contact with metal.
Oh,
That means that he can't check if the shackles are in fact magic.
because you have to touch it, right?
Nope.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, you notice they're metal. You notice they're old, very old. Appear to be very old anyway. Antelia's wrists don't appear to be traumatized, and they're not wounded. She's not bleeding herself that you can see. But her hair, like I said, is hanging around her head. Her head is dipped down. Her shoulders are just trembling. She's weeping quietly.
It's all right.
Are there like locks?
It's kind of hard to see. I mean, she has her hands kind of, close together. You can see the outer rim of the edge. You don't really see a lock at all.
So he's gonna reach out and he's gonna reach out for her closest arm.
Okay.
Not the metal, but her arm.
Or flesh. Okay.
Yes.
Or flesh.
What? You guys want flesh?
And try to turn her arm so that he can see like what is the lock mechanism.
Okay. So you reach out and she recoils from your touch. And through her hair, you see her hair that is just hanging down in her face. It like blows up as she spits out at you. Get away from me! I hate you! And she manages to get that out through her tears.
No, you don't. Wait, that was your voice. No, no, you don't.
Just leave me here. Leave me.
Why are you here? Why? Why are you here, woman?
Because. And she just falls into crying again. So while this is going on, Sariel, what are you doing?
I'm watching this happen and
You're just observing from afar?
Well, I'm like kind of behind Darrow's shoulder, just seeing how this unfolds and seeing if she's gonna attack him or something, if she's gonna jump, just trying to keep an eye on the situation.
Okay. All right, so you're just holding back. Louis, are you just kind of hanging out at the bottom, keeping an eye on stuff as Darrow makes his way across the top?
Yeah, Louis going through his backpack. He's totally fixated on the shiny sword down in the water. So he's going through his backpack right now to try and MacGyver his way to loot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you find anything that might help?
I found a rope. 2 statue pieces, but I'm pretty sure if I used those, the rest of the party would be mad.
You might not want to drop those into the dark depths of wherever this is. Yeah. You do have a long spear, I notice.
We do. How long is a long spear?
It's a spear length, so it's I would guess maybe at least 6 feet long, which is funny because while you're out, we were, playing your character, and we're like, he's had a long spear this whole time? We just picture this giant spear like hanging out your back or something. Yeah, so you do have
forgot
a spear.
it was there.
I don't remember where you got it.
It was a broom.
Yeah. Was it Ritter Mound?
It was
maybe?
off of... I think so. It was off of something dead. That's for sure.
So, yeah.
I think.
A staff has a range of 2, and a long spear has a range of 4.
4?
Oh.
Wow, so that's...
Twice the size.
Well, that's... Okay, so that's right. So, because in melee combat, it's the adjacent square. So you get to skip a square. That's what's kind of cool about the longer weapons, is you can attack people from not, sword length. So, yeah, I would guess... I would guess probably about that. Because if you could skip a square, and I know squares in this game are meters... So yeah, it's probably around 6 feet long total, I would bet.
Okay, can I try to use that to pry the sword out?
Yes, you can. So you make your way down there again, and I guess you're kind of hanging onto the rock with one hand and trying to, or like treading water or something. And yeah, you wedge the spear into there, and you break the stone across. Some of the stone just breaks and bubbles come free. And you see staring at you a very horrific visage. There is a skeletal face staring right back at you. And he has this sword wedged through his rib cage, pinning him to the stone. And he starts to, now that you've freed him of his rocky tomb, let's say, he starts to like roll forward onto you in the spear. So I'm going to need a swimming roll from you to either try to bring him up to the surface, or I guess you tell me, what do you want to do as this skeleton is about ready to give you a bear hug?
So I imagine he's, possibly going to come down on me, and, I fall to my dark death. Yeah, no, I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, I'm going to try to swim out, but try to grab the sword on my way out.
So you're gonna try to swim out from underneath them. Okay, so yeah, give me a swimming check and see if you can maneuver out of the way, because this appears to be a a large human-sized skeleton coming for your small mallard form.
Uh-oh.
And it's sudden. The stones are coming. Bubbles are in your face. How do you fail swimming being a mallard? This is like insane. Don't you get a boon or something?
We're bottom heavy, so
hang on.
We're kind of just
I feel like, what does
Wait,
web
he
feed
does.
do? You get a boon.
Rolls.
You get a boon.
Yeah.
So as a mallard, you get a boon on all swimming rolls. I thought that. You can always move at full speed in or underwater. So why don't you roll me another... here, let me trash that. And why don't you roll me another swimming roll, and let's see what happens here. Okay! Yes. Holy shit!
I'll take it.
Succeed. Success. All right, so yeah, you manage the way, and you said, describe to me what you want to do. You can either, you know, because again, you sort of speared this guy in a way. So you could try to drag him up to the surface, or you can just get out of the way and let him tumble down into the depths.
I'm going to... Yeah. He's just skeleton at this point, right? Is he wearing armor or anything?
No, not that you see. I mean, it's kind of hard to like process because all bubbles are coming out of the wall, stones are falling, it's dark. You know, you're not like a fish, so the water underneath you is kind of blurry. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
I'll try to lift him up.
Okay.
To the surface.
Yeah. So I mean, with that successful swimming roll, I'll say, yeah, you barely managed to drag him up to the surface with the leverage of the spear. You pull him onto the stone, onto the bank.
Oh. And I'm going to investigate that sword.
Okay. Yeah, so you look at it. It looks very old. It's crusted with sea growth, I guess, barnacles and things like that. All along the blade, all the way through the skeleton. He's covered as well. So yeah, it's kind of, it feels like you'd probably have to chip a lot of this stuff off to get a really good look at what it is, because it appears as if it's been down here a very long time.
As Louis is pulling the sword out of his ribcage, he's going to be thinking out loud. I wonder how he died. And yeah, I'm going to ask Morning Cloak if he wants the long spear, and I'll replace that with the sword.
I don't know, does he? Let's see what he's
Long spear.
Ooh, he's barely at... Yeah, go ahead, Morning Cloak. Sorry.
I don't like it when you interrupt me.
Okay, well, Morning Cloak has 2 weapons already.
How heavy would that sword be?
How heavy would it be?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, short sword heaviness. It's not like particularly heavy. I don't know. Do they? Oh, you're talking about for encumbrance?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a. Let me find what is the standard sword thing. Where is it?
Been so long I forgot where everything was.
Yeah, let me check. Okay, here we go. It's a short sword, so it's I think it's just one. Yeah, it's one. It's one.
Just one?
One weight.
Ooh, okay.
Weight of 1.
Weight of 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give the 2 statue pieces to Morning Cloak.
Okay. I don't know if can he handle those. What are the statue pieces? Are they a half? Aren't they a half?
Handle.
No, actually, I can't. Actually,
No.
yeah. Well, it depends. How much do they weigh?
They weigh
can
0.5.
0.5, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Each. He can't. He can take one.
Take one. Okay. I think that's all I need.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can always like dump stuff too. Yeah, you got 2 statue pieces, 15 feet of rope. Oh, that's the sheet rope. That's right. Did you keep that? I guess you did if it's in your inventory. Okay.
You never know.
You never
might
know.
need a sheet rope.
Okay, so you have this this barnacle encrusted sword, short sword with a brass hilt and crossguard, and the skeleton is lying there as well, covered in growth, as I mentioned.
Is there anything interesting about his skeleton?
Actually, as you look back at the skeleton, you notice that its head is turned in your direction. And while the eye sockets are black, because it has no eyeballs, it has a black that seems blacker than it should be. And its jaw slowly opens up, and it almost like exhales. And when it exhales, this black mist comes out of both eye sockets, out of its mouth, out of its nose, and trickles up, rises up, and starts to kind of spiral toward the opening, the circular opening that you guys all came down, and disappears.
I gotta cut back a little bit. Whoa.
Did Morning Cloak see that?
Yeah, I guess if he's nearby. Was Morning Cloak inspecting the interaction between Louis and the skeleton?
I suppose so. I think he's
Yeah.
darting between Louis and Darrow, watching, trying to keep an eye on both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that if he sees that soul, maybe he's gonna think it's the soul of this person flying up into heaven, which of course proves that the shepherd is around.
Of course.
But yeah, he has seen some stuff on his way here.
Yes.
Had that whole vines thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a bit spiritually attuned right now. So he's like, yes, spirit has left. This adventure has come to rest. He's very happy about that.
Okay.
But he's not going to do anything. I don't know if he really needs the spear. Didn't we talk about Sariel maybe taking the spear?
So I just figured
no
out
weapons.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
does she
no, I have
not?
a crook.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
And the dagger. You lost the dagger.
well,
You
yeah, I
lost
lost
the
Louis'
dagger.
dagger.
That's right. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot. Didn't you
In
try to
that
attack?
case-
Yeah, attack the octopus, and then it went down into the depths, right?
Yeah, I rolled to see if I could retrieve it, and I did not retrieve it, but I don't know if I could like try again.
It's long gone. Yeah, I mean
It's gone.
it went. Remember, like I was saying, the walls, the banks, kind of they're sheer, and it goes off in the darkness. So I mean, you could try to swim to the bottom of, if there is a bottom to this place, and look for it if you want.
I'll just get him a new one. It wasn't his fancy one. It was just a knife.
Yeah, you should totally take the spear then.
I don't know if I have very good spear abilities, but yeah, it's 5. But
Better than nothing, right?
well, I have the crook. What is it?
Well, we're only concerned about the encumbrance. I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that right now. I mean, we can solve this once we get this scene situated, because it looks like you don't have enough anyway to hold a spear.
Well, actually, I think I figured it out because I put the sling off of my equipped weapons, and it actually counts as a tiny item, so it doesn't give me any encumbrance.
Okay.
So holding the spear takes it off, and yeah, I'm 2.1 out of 4. So
oh, you're good. You're good. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Also, just gonna point out that with a strength of 8, you can't actually use the long spear, and should probably not have it equipped.
There you go.
Can I have it equipped but not use it?
I mean, I don't think you can equip that many weapons anyway, right? You can only equip like 2 at most, I would think. Because you don't have 3 arms.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I guess I can hold
It still
it.
fits. No, it still fits.
Yeah,
I
it's
still got
fine.
like a whole
That's fine.
unit of encumbrance.
Guys, fucking inventory management. My
Yeah.
girlfriend is dying. Yes, Serial. What?
Okay, Serial is angry.
Okay.
So she is going to grab her backpack and push past Darrow.
Ooh. Okay.
She's going to come over here
I like this.
and she's going to say, "You're not even doing anything." And then I'm going to grab a healing potion and grab Antelia's hair and try to shove it down her throat. See
The
if it
healing
helps.
potion?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have 2. I'm just going to
Okay.
do 1.
Okay. You're going to just force feed
She
her
seems
this
to
healing
be
potion?
in some kind of trance, so I want to see if this helps break it.
Okay. Yeah, so she tries to fight back, but again, she's shackled, and right when her arms like shoot up to block you, they like, you know, the length of the chains doesn't allow it. And yeah, I guess you catch her by the head and just start force feeding her this potion, and she's sputtering and coughing and wheezing, and finally when you take the bottle away, she, you know, vomits some of it out at her feet. Well, she's kind of like sitting on her knees. So yeah, and she's trying to collect herself on her hands and knees now, like coughing and wheezing and hacking.
What is wrong with you? You do not seem yourself.
When she collects herself, she says, "Leave me. You ruined everything. You ruined everything."
We have not ruined anything. We have
Total denial.
we know that you are cursed. We know that someone waits and beasts, I believe, whatever my notes say here. But that is not you. Your fate is a different one.
So you
Where
say,
the wedding bells. Yes.
wedding bells. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. So you say this, and you see her eyes like widen. You see the entire iris, whites around it, and you've never seen her look at you like this before. And it's between this curtain of hair, or through this curtain of hair, and right after you says, "She who waits," and then "she who feasts," she says, "But you killed her."
That was it. That was it. Yeah.
I helped.
Well, maybe a bit. I mean, they all helped, but I believe that I was the one actually killed it. The beast is dead. You are free. You're fine.
So as you say this, the light dims down a little bit, as if the shepherd himself is wrapping his cloak around the misty veil. It gets very dark, In fact, let me turn down the lights. Unless I already
The
did.
shepherd weaves, the stars become his tapestry.
So it gets darker and darker and darker. Yes, just like it is supposed to in Foundry. Perfect. So it gets darker, but you do see a silver light coming in from above. And if you choose to look up, do you?
Yes.
Yeah,
You look
probably.
up and you see these ever-present clouds. Again, it's very overcast all the time here in the Misty Vale. There's a glow behind those clouds, and the clouds slowly begin to part. And for the first time you think ever you've been in this vale, you see the moon. And the moon is full.
Uh-oh.
And Antelia snaps to her feet as tall as she can. And you see her kind of just writhing, like bones snapping. She starts snarling. Her face extends. And she is shackled. But she turns into a wolf.
A wolfkin?
No. Not a wolfkin. Something far more menacing, more beastly than even Morning Cloak himself. And she is snapping at you, just barely held back by these shackles.
At least we healed her before. That was good, getting her up to full health. Yes.
I think you hear a sort of a bink from a metallic bink from downstairs. And Morning Cloak's codpiece suddenly muffled bink.
Oh man, I like it. So she is covered in this platinum fur, as platinum as the hair on her head, and you can see her eyes, despite her bestial form, with deep within her eye sockets. However, they're far more animalistic. So you still do recognize her, Darrow, but she is again definitely not a wolfkin, more like a beast, a wolf-like beast. And again, she is snapping at both of you guys up here. And you can see the shackles straining on her wrists. She is making fists. Her claws are biting into her flesh. And black blood just starts to stream down from her clenched fists. What would you like to do?
Can I see that from down here?
Yeah. You hear a ruckus, definitely. It's echoing, it's reverberating in this cave.
Yeah, Louis is gonna see the poor lady shackled down turn into essentially the nightmare version of Morning Cloak, which is already the nightmare version of Morning Cloak. So I'm gonna take my sling and pick up a stone and try to knock her out.
Oh, dang. So you're going to try to, like, sling at her? Okay.
Sedation! And then...
Yeah, why don't you...
Louis always wanted to do magic, but he can't, so...
Sedation! So, yeah, you try to... why don't you give me an attack roll? I'll actually give you a... I'll give you a boon because she doesn't know it's coming, and she's also shackled.
Oh gosh. It's been so long. Okay, there we go.
Oh man, even still.
Damn.
So even with a boon, yeah, you hurl a stone at her and it just ricochets off the rock wall. She pays no mind to it.
I'm gonna try to push it.
Okay.
Feeling disheartened.
Okay.
Damn it.
So this time you actually hit one of her shackles and it snaps free. So with all of that strain, her pulling on it, as well as maybe that was the last bit, the last straw. the chain links just snap, and so that's on her. Her left arm is kind of tethering her still, and she's lashing out across the distance between Darrow and Sariel.
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Him. It was him, not me.
Well, lover boy, what do you want to do? Your girlfriend is a werewolf.
Yes. I think I've seen a movie like this.
Can Darrow roll like myths and legends or something?
Yeah,
Figure
sure.
out-
Yeah. What do you want to? What do you? Yeah. Why don't you roll me a myths and legend? What are you trying to figure out here? Just where?
Trying to figure out if there's anything that he can do that will turn her back.
Turn her back to a human?
Yes.
Human form? Yeah. Why don't
Healing
you?
potion does not work.
Why don't you roll me a? You can either do myths and legends or beast lore. Either one.
I do myths and legend, which is twice as good for me. Oh, fuck.
Oh, oof.
Angry is going to push the 18 roll.
I have to. God. Yes.
Okay. So, you turn through the pages of your mind. You find the beast lore book in your mind, and yeah, you find you do know that that werewolves, or so you've read, they absolutely hate silver. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. But as far as anything that is in your power to turn her back, the only thing you know of is the sun. And the sun is not shining any longer. Unless you can create an artificial sun somehow.
I can't.
We might have to wait until nightfall. I don't
I
know.
hope those
how-
chains are strong enough.
Yes. Exactly. That's what I said. He's angry. I have nothing that can help her in her current form.
Doesn't
I
3
do.
silver.
that's what I was gonna say something. Go ahead, Morning Cloak.
No, Morning Cloak was making a dirty joke.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
I've
so,
got something here.
So while he says
You
that,
Also have silver fang.
yeah, that's what I was. That's what I thought. He has a
Bite
silver
her morning
fang,
cloak.
right, in his mouth because you have his real fang.
Oh, this is messed up. This is messed up, Jason.
But do we know that? Oh yeah, so we know that silver can, but silver kills.
So you do
say that it
know
turns-
that they cannot touch it whatsoever. They will avoid contact as much as possible. But it's going to not going to like immediately kill them that you know of.
Right.
Might cause
Morning
massive
Cloak.
damage, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if she's up to full health. Morning Cloak climbs up and pushes Darrow out of the way.
Okay.
Listen, half man. This is how you do it.
He bares his teeth.
Okay. Bares his teeth.
Look at this.
So
Calm the fuck down, or I'll bite you.
So yeah, when you do that, Antelia in wolf form recoils again, even more so than when Darrow approached her while she was in human form. And she just jerks back away, tries to get as far away from him as possible, as far as the length of chain bound to her left or attached to her left wrist will allow.
We can do this all night, sweetie.
So she's crouched down over there. You see her eyes glowing in the moonlight, and she's just kind of snarling and grunting and swiping her other clawed hand in the distance between, you know, still trying to, like, not completely backing down, but keeping her distance from Morning Cloak.
All right.
Hey, Morning Cloak, catch! And Louis actually going to throw his sack of 11 silver coins up to Morning Cloak.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And he could make a little silver circle.
Oh, you could, yeah, or, oh.
That is badass.
Oh, nice, nice.
This is a very expensive idea, so I hope it works.
No, I mean, you guys have gold, don't you? Or did you spend all your gold? I don't remember.
I'm 3 gold. I don't know what to spend it on.
Okay.
Does Morning Cloak catch the?
Yeah. I mean, why don't you, Morning Cloak? Why don't you roll me an agility check to see if you're able, or I guess what other skill you could use. It's gonna have to be an agility-based skill, so it could be sleight of hand. It could be, which is not so great for him. Yeah, some kind of agility roll. So either raw agility.
I can roll straight.
Yeah, I'll just let you roll straight agility. That's fine. Which is actually is 14, so that's good. Snaps it out of the air.
Listen, sweetheart.
As he drops these the coins, they plink dully against the petrified wood here. He does like a crescent moon shape around her. And because how does she react? Does she?
So you just form this like half circle, sort of, right? Let me zoom in. So like she's right here. So you're just kind of creating this little half circle around her, like kind of where these things are. Yeah. So you start placing these silver coins down, and she just, again, with every one, she kind of jerks back, recoils again and again with every time you put one down until you have this half circle. But she again is still trying to, she's still pulling away on this this shackle, this iron shackle. Blood dripping from her hands. But she's not calming down. She's becoming more aggravated as the silver gets closer to her.
She's still a beast.
She is a beast. Just so you know, this is another opposite wall over here. So there's water, there's a wall that leads up to, again, the other side.
Yes. Well, so, okay. The problem here is that Morning Cloak is foolhardy.
Yes, he is.
He knows that he can cause severe damage with his silver tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really think that he enjoys this placing the coins here. He is shackling her again. But he's a wolf. He wants to run free.
Yeah, how I wonder, I mean, Ryan's not here, so we can't know for sure, but I wonder how a wolfkin would react to a werewolf. Do they view them as kin in a way, or an abomination, a tortured soul? I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah. He's also written a huge chunk of text in his notes, Ryan, that I haven't read. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a d6.
Okay.
On 4 to 6, he's gonna bite her.
Oh, okay.
Try to bite her
Okay.
to get her to calm down.
Oh dear.
Not a problem. Yes, so that's a 6. So he's gonna try to gnash at her.
Okay, so why don't you just roll me a I guess it's a strength-based attack.
Yes.
What
So
would the
he's got
closest
brawling.
I don't know if it'd be brawling. I feel like it'd be more like knives, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to make it a raw strength roll because I feel like that's too easy. I'll still give you a boon on it though because she is shackled. So she can't really move away that much. She can still has freedom to dodge. But
So a knives roll.
yeah, give me a knives roll. I guess his teeth are knife-like. Oh man, are you gonna push?
No.
No, okay. So then you just snap your jaws in air, and she moves her head out of the way, and then she snaps right back in your face, Morning Cloak. But misses.
Sexy.
Ah.
Well. Alright, so he's gonna take a step back.
Okay.
Darrow is going to tell him to take a step back.
Oh, okay.
We have cornered her. We do not need to damage her as well. I don't want her scarred. Yes, so step back, Sir Morning Cloak.
So that's what he's going to do. He's going to take a step back. It doesn't look like we are in any like immediate danger.
You're not in it. I haven't put you guys in combat yet. Yeah, so she's definitely shackled. However, you do notice that one of her chains has been broken, helped along by Louis' sling. And you can definitely see this one is straining, continues to strain. Like I said, there's blood running down her wrist as she tries to get away. She's constantly kind of pulling herself in the other direction, away from the coins, away from Morning Cloak. Let's play a game. Let's say... Hey, chat, what do you... Name a die, chat. Name a die. And go ahead, Darrow. What were you going to say? Were you going to say something?
Oh, I was going to say something. Yes. Is there a shield bash?
A shield bash? I don't know. I mean, you can attack with a shield. So we got D12 from Nubs, so I'm going to roll a D12. Okay, so you have time. So you have about 10 rounds of time before she is going to break free of this chain and do who knows what. Who knows what.
Probably nothing.
So the chat saved you guys. I thought they were going to say like a D2 or a D4. But you have 10 rounds.
Trap.
Yeah. So yeah, she's trying to get away. So I guess what we'll do is we'll start with Sariel. And we're going to kind of go around the table. And we'll see. What do you guys want to do? If you guys want to pass, wait it out, you can let me know as well. But I'd like to give you guys the opportunity to do some things if you'd like. Or attempt some things. And I'll keep tally.
Did Morning Cloak use all the silver coins to make the little perimeter?
I didn't use my own.
Oh, yeah. He has his own. Okay.
I have some as well. Maybe we should make perimeter on the other side in case she does get free.
That might be a good idea. Here's 2 silver. Not stepping down. I can't. I need to keep myself between her and the half man.
Fair
Okay.
enough. I only have 5 silver now, but hopefully that's good enough.
So you have your
Wait.
silver. Okay. So
I might have some silver as well. Yes, I have 7 silver. Yes, I know how to
Perfect.
manage my money. So 10 gold.
Thank you.
okay, so Serial procures some silver. Louis, what are you doing as the silver is being exchanged? Well, not exchanged, given, I guess. Oh, you're on mute.
I was muted.
Muted.
That doesn't. I will offer to take the silver from Serial, because I can swim across and possibly climb up to the other side.
Okay. Okay.
If you'd like.
So yeah, if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, we can tag team this. I'll pass it to him.
Okay. So she passes you
s-
the silver. So on your turn,
Cool.
I will say you can leap into the water if you'd like, or you can climb down the wall. It's up to you. Or do something else, whatever you want
Okay.
to do.
Yeah, I'll leap into the water.
Okay. Sploosh. You make it into the water. Darrow. What is Darrow doing while Louis does a beautiful nosedive, silver in hand?
He does nothing.
Okay, pass. Morning Cloak, anything? Is he just kind of holding her at bay? He's just sitting there snarling with his silver tooth gleaming?
Yeah, I mean he's pinning her down with his magnetic stare.
Okay, 1 round down. Sariel. You doing anything to aid Louis or anything else? Or are you just kind of sitting there?
I don't know how I could aid him at this point unless I also go across, so I'll just cheer him on. You've got this, Louis.
Okay.
Louis just trying to stay afloat. Weighed down by silver.
There you go. Oh, thanks for Nub. So, hammers used for combat. Shields do bludgeoning damage. Okay, cool. Okay, so then, yeah, Louis, I'll say you swim across to the other side. You make it to the bank. You collect yourself. You start to climb up. Do you want to do anything else, or are you just going to start to get up this wall here?
How many silver coins total did I have? It was like
I don't know. How many did you guys give him?
14?
I think you had 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Okay.
those got used.
Oh, now you have 12, right? Because Darrow had 7, and I had 3 or 2, and Ryan had 3.
Yeah, 2.
Yes.
I gave
I think.
Serial 9. So
Oh, you give me 9.
Okay. I'm gonna keep one in my mouth,
Okay.
and I will start to climb up.
Okay, start to climb up. Darrow, are you holding your ground? Are you doing anything?
He's going to pass.
Okay. And Morning Cloak too. So Sariel, are you just gonna kind of keep waiting? So that's another
Yeah.
round. Okay. So Louis, you make it up to the top of this stone outcropping, this ridge here. Antelia Wolf notices you, and she kind of snaps her head over her shoulder and snarls at you, but doesn't move forward. What do you want to do?
He's gonna start tossing the coins to his werewolf. He's gonna notate that down just in case it becomes a hit song later. And yeah, he's gonna start to build the perimeter.
Okay, so you're gonna get close to her and lay these down, or are you gonna be tossing these, like flicking them as if they might bounce away or roll away?
I'm gonna get close enough to do an underhand toss to where they'll land like kind of flat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And Morning Cloak will assist.
How's Morning
By
Cloak going to
going-
assist?
Look at me. Look at me.
He says,
Louis gonna
Snaps.
stop what he's doing and look at Morning Cloak because he's trying to get his
No,
attention.
not you. Not you. Come on. God damn it.
Whoa.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
That's help from others if there's any rolls.
So I don't know that would be help for this particular task, unfortunately. So Louis, what I'm going to need you to do then, if you don't want to get close enough to lay these down flat, why don't you roll me a... how many coins are you trying to create a circle with? Or how many coins did... Yeah, you tell me. Like, you figure this platform is about a meter wide, I guess, let's say. So like 3 feet, 3-ish feet.
We're gonna do a nice even 4.5 inches in between each coin. And,
Wow. Okay.
no, yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to toss them in front of me, like maybe try to be like 6 feet away from her.
Okay. So I'll
and
just
toss them about 2 feet.
Okay. Why don't you give me a So for how many coins do you think you're gonna try to toss? I'm just trying to think.
Do 7.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a, let's say, acrobatics. Let's say this is, I'll let you pick acrobatics, sleight of hand, one of those. It looks like your sleight of hand is really bad and your acrobatics is pretty good, so let's do that.
I'll take acrobatics.
Okay, so why don't you roll me an acrobatics and see if you flick this coin down onto the where you anticipate you want it to be. Oh, what? Holy shit. Okay. So do you want to push it?
That was a test coin.
That was a test coin.
Yeah, so we're gonna push it by replacing that coin with the one that Louis had in his mouth.
Okay. Well, I'll say if you push it, you get it's like a reattempt, so you're not going to lose a coin.
Oh, okay.
And I think what I'm going to do is just
scrap that.
Yeah, I'm going to make this like I'll say I'll need 2 successive rolls, and that will be enough to make this half circle. Okay. I don't need you to roll for every coin, otherwise we'd be here forever probably.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be as
exhausted.
Oh, what?
My God.
Okay.
I really
So
am.
that's yeah, that's one failed roll. So before we come back to you, Darrow, Sariel, anything you'd like to do?
Is she looking at
Her head is kind of snapping back and forth. What I'll tell you, if you want to, Morning Cloak, you could probably roll a what, intimidation or something? What is it?
intimidation?
There's persuasion.
Well, actually, he was because he did roll a 6 on that d6. So he's gonna.
He was trying to
bite
attack her, right? Bite her
Yeah.
again. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna try to bite her again. If she is if she is mainly concerned with Louis.
She's kind of like, yeah, I guess it just depends. So when he flicks a coin at her, she kind of backs away from it, realizes she has another half circle of silver next to her, and so she's kind of like bouncing back and forth almost. So reacting to Louis, reacting to that, so you'll still get a boon on your attack.
Yeah, if he can time it, like, he can time his attack to when she recoils from Louis.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to get that specific. Yeah, but you can just... It'll be attack roll. I'll give you a boon because she's still shackled and confused. Okay, success. So why don't you roll me a... I'm sure Morning Cloak... That's okay. We're not technically... I didn't add you guys to combat, so it's no big deal. Because I can always add the damage. Does anybody have a knife? It's a D8, I believe, right? Or a D6? Hang on, let me look it up. Knife. Knife is a D8. So why don't you roll me a D8, and you can include your strength bonus in this, which is a... Jeez. Or it's a D6. So roll me a D6 and a D8, and that'll be the damage that she suffers. Okay, 7 points of damage. Go to... Boom. Okay, so she snarls back. You bite. Where does Morning Cloak bite into her? Like her neck, her shoulder, her arm, what?
Shoulder, yeah.
Shoulder. Okay. How does Darrow feel about this?
Pissed off.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But he is. I mean, he's sickly, angry, and disheartened.
Oh man. Oh man.
So he's like, we're gonna have to kill her.
Okay.
I don't think we should kill her, but it looks like maybe.
He
Yeah.
is mostly concerned with, like, trying to topple her, like, trying to incapacitate her. But we don't have like a permanent way of doing it.
No, I mean you could try to like.
You can topple her, but
Yeah, it's not permanent, right? You
Stand
could
up
you,
again.
you could hold on to her, you know, like in a bear hug, but then for how long? Till the sun rises, you know. So okay, so that's another round. 3 rounds have gone. Serial, are you just continuing to wait while Louis? Okay. Coin. He's tossing some silver. So why don't you give me another acrobatics check, Louis, as you.
This
And I'm
one's
gonna
for the
need
money.
2 consecutive ones in a row to make this successful one. So you have 0 so far. So I'll let you keep attempting. Okay. So 1. So you've got a couple coins. You're creating the circle. I'll say that's kind of like an attack. So Darrow, Morningcloak, anything you would like to do while he's working on this?
yes, Darrow looks up. Are there like shutters for this hole?
The hole in the
Just-
ceiling?
Yeah, are there any?
No,
shutters,
not that you see. It looks just like
planks, anything?
no. It's just like a wide open hole that you fell down into, like a well, basically, without a bottom. I guess you guys are at the bottom.
It's
Darrow has no spells to aid in this situation. No.
no. I mean, he can root people, but
Oh well, not monsters, right? Oh,
not
man.
monsters.
Oh man. Okay. So that's another round. Serial, are you continuing to wait? Or do you want to do anything?
I guess I'll wait. Yeah, I'll just wait.
You sure? Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so we're back to Louis then. Why don't you give me another acrobatics roll and see if you complete the circle of silver. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now she is basically encircled in silver on both sides, and she is furious. She is moving with blur, you know, like in a blur, just frantically. She doesn't know quite what to do, surrounded by the thing she probably hates the most.
I'm going to try to persuade her to calm down by kind of like holding out one of my rations.
Hmm.
Not within reach, but kind of just offering.
Okay. You hold it out. She doesn't seem super interested. I'll allow you like a persuasion roll if you'd like, but it'll be like baned. Because she's not in any kind of calm state. She's been ratcheted up all of the notches. Because again, as you know, Darrow, werewolves hate silver probably more than anything, and she's surrounded by it. So she's frustrated that she's So if you want to try that, I'll let you try it and see what happens.
Okay. Everyone likes food, right?
Yeah, it's baned.
Ooh. Double baned, because I'm already disheartened.
Ooh, double bane. Okay, yeah, she doesn't
Dang.
seem to have any interest in the ration you hold out to her. So
More for
that's
me.
and then Darrow Morningcloak.
Yes. Darrow is going to push past his old pal Morningcloak.
Oh, okay.
Step aside. I have an idea.
And
Okay.
he's going to pick up the 6 pieces of silver on his side.
Whoa, okay.
He's going to offer her, at least some respite.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you're going to try to kind of open the cage, so to speak, a little bit. Like one side of it almost. Okay.
And he's not gonna try to like pick them up like ooh, one. Ooh. He's gonna
just
his...
like off the table.
Yeah.
My money.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Down into the depths. They go. Yeah, I'm not going to require a roll for that because again, she's trying to get away from the silver, so she's not really trying to reach out and attack you.
And he's going to try to say something clever to persuade her. He wants to also roll. And I am looking at my cool, stupid. Alright, fuck it. He's gonna say,
a shepherd's crook can mend a broken moonbeam.
Something that you guys have heard before.
A broken moonbeam. I like it. That's very appropriate for the situation.
Yes.
So you're going to try to, I guess, calm her down a little bit, even though she is a ravishing beast. Okay, why don't you, I'll let you roll a persuasion check, and I will give you, but it will be baned as well.
Good, because I'm already...
Oh, no. Finally, the conditions are really... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. So, yeah, you can try to push the roll if you'd like. You only have 3 conditions left that you can take.
There's no way I can...
What is your persuasion?
10.
That's not bad, but yeah, you'd have to roll pretty damn good.
Yeah. I have to roll pretty damn good 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, he's not gonna do that. He is disheartened. He is thinking that this might not work at all. And but yeah, does she calm down at least from him sweeping the...
Yeah, I'll say there's a slight, there's definitely a slight calming to a degree, but again, she is a feral beast, a magical beast, so she is not in her right mind. She's surrounded not only by silver, but like people with snarling morning cloak. Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Says Morning Cloak.
Oh no.
Pushes past Darrow.
I thought this would work. God, you're big.
They switch places.
Okay.
Because Morning Cloak is still a knight, he's going to protect his friends, so he needs to be in the fray. And the boop hits the old fan.
Okay. So is she gonna go for a bite?
No.
No.
But he is gonna tell Louis to step back.
Okay.
Step back, Louis. We don't want her to bite you. I don't think I can handle a werewolf duck.
Think for yourself. That would be cool.
We don't know how to draw a duck werewolf.
Yeah, what would you remove the bill, or would you keep the bill and put like a hairy nose on it? What would you do?
I feel like
Sounds
it
like
would
a
just
challenge
be...
for next week.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking a giant platypus.
Oh, I like that.
That'd be terrifying.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
That's
what a platypus is. It's just a duck werewolf.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Watch out, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
and the Morning Cloak is gonna take out his Morning Star.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is unsheathing the beast.
Okay. Is he going to attack or is he just...
No.
No, he's holding his ground. Okay. So that brings another round down. We're halfway there. Sariel. Anything?
Maybe I'll climb back up so I'm in the mix if I need to be.
Okay, you're going to climb back up the wall to where Darrow is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Louis, anything?
While she's paying attention to Morning Cloak, I am going to attempt to use my sling to, again, try to knock her out.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, it'll probably just be damage. Unless you have, you're trying to, like, grab a good-sized rock and probably walk up behind her and clobber her with it. But, like, the stones that fit in your sling probably aren't going to knock her out because she's kind of, like, moving around, head snapping to both sides. But you're more than welcome to try to hit her with a stone.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Okay. Why don't you roll me attack roll and you're going to have a boon on it.
Is he standing there?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
on the
he's...
bench? Or
Yeah, I guess,
did you
I mean...
step back when the Morning Cloak roared to you? Just in case she doesn't bite you.
Yeah, did you ignore Morning Cloak or did you just kind of hold your ground?
I think I ignored Morning Cloak and
Okay.
stood there.
Okay. Yeah, you're still like, let's say, a square away from her, so you're like you're within spear's length. So you're still in. You could be in ranged combat. So yeah, roll me an attack, and let's see if you clobber her with your sling. And you're just putting a stone in it, just like a pebble.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said it was Boone?
Yeah, booned. Because she's tethered. Okay, you hit. So roll damage for me. I'll say she's too preoccupied to dodge. Okay, dang, that's a lot for a freaking sling. You do know that you do notice that it hits her, but doesn't seem to be as effective as you thought. She kind of just shrugs it off. Almost as if it didn't.
I hope she doesn't remember that.
Okay, so Darrow, Morning Cloak, anything from you guys?
No, nothing from Darrow.
Okay. Morning Cloak?
Morning Cloak.
Nope. Just hold it standing his ground. Sariel? The clock is ticking down. Okay.
Yeah.
Louis, back to you.
Time's a ticking, so stones are flying. We're gonna do another sling.
Another one? Okay,
attack.
why don't you give me another attack roll? Okay, yeah, you hit, and again, she's doesn't seem to mind that much for whatever reason. Probably because she's surrounded. Okay, she takes more damage from your sling.
How is she looking? Is she looking like she has taken half damage? Or like, is she bleeding? What's going on?
She actually looks at Darrow with piercing eyes, and the brows furrow up slightly in sadness. And for a moment, you glimpse the true Antelia, almost as if she's calling out to you for your help, Darrow.
Yes.
That's what you notice.
Just don't know how.
All right, Sariel. Anything?
What round are we on?
You guys have 4 more rounds. This is the 4th round. I mean, well, then it'll be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to help.
Nothing to do?
So,
Okay.
You could roll, I don't know, maybe some sort of beast lore or something. I mean, I could do it too.
Yeah. I mean,
Or what are you trying to learn more about her as a
yeah, but how to help her.
Yeah, I mean, you can attempt to roll. I mean, yeah, he already knows that hates Silver. The only way that she will return to her true form that he knows is by the rising sun, or if she's killed, in which case the body will be human again, but dead.
Pros, cons.
When we saw the moon above us,
Yeah.
did we get like maybe a glimpse of what time it was in the night?
I guess midnight, let's say. You do notice that but yeah, the moon is moving as you guys have been going through this barely. Again, rounds are very short, so each round is about 10 seconds long, so the entirety of this situation is maybe a couple minutes or so, right?
Guys, 6 more hours. We got this.
Can you ensnare her with roots?
You
No.
cannot.
Oh.
They don't work against monsters, unfortunately, so
Yes.
yeah. But if you want to ask me any questions about the environment, about anything, like, I'm happy to describe stuff in more detail. If it's going to help give you any more ideas.
Well, we could try to like tie her up more.
I do have a
Might be
rope
tricky
made of
there.
sheets.
You do.
I have a snare. Although I don't know if that will keep her.
I'm gonna take a stone that's large enough to fit in the end of the didgeridoo, and then blowing it as hard as I can to try to make a high-pitched, like, whistle.
Okay.
Dogs hate that kind of stuff, right?
Okay. Okay.
I'm so sorry, Morning Club.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're attracted to that. Okay.
And we
I
in a
like
cave,
that.
so it would echo.
I like that. So let's see here. You're out of so you can't do your musicianship stuff because you're out of willpower points. What? I feel like
A
it would
roll
probably be
performance?
like yeah, exactly. A performance. Why don't you roll me a performance? And let's see if you're able to create a squealing didgeridoo. I like it.
This one's called Do It in D minor. And I hope it works.
Oh no! A demon! First demon of the night. So yeah, you put this stone, and you unfortunately cannot push a demon. So yeah, you put the stone in there. You do your best. You blow the air through it, and it just trickles out. Clunk 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 clunk. Good idea though.
I thought Matt's idea was a little better. It was the brown note and
The brown note?
we all shit our pants.
Ball. Yeah, that's what should have happened, huh? It's lower than you anticipate, and all of you guys lose control of your bowels. Okay. All right.
Folks have one another.
Darrow.
Let's never speak of this again.
Darrow, as you glimpse the humanity of Antelia momentarily, or maybe it's your figment of your imagination, what do you do?
Okay, so he knows that if he dies, she will turn human again.
But be dead, yes.
Yes. Well, she will be unconscious.
No. That's not
Well,
how.
no, she won't be unconscious, but she will be rolling death saves.
No. Death rolls they're not for NPCs or monsters. Monsters and NPCs are dead when they're dead. Yeah, players
Not a
only
monster.
get. I know. I see you. I see you trying to find the loophole. I like your way of thinking, but alas, Antelia does not get death rolls.
And okay, so the werewolf, the effect. So the werewolf effect. It's not a magical effect. So I have protector. I can protect a person from magic. But it says, so the text says the power level of all spells cast at the person is reduced by the power level in protector, the protecting spell. But it's not a spell that's being cast at her. I would probably know if it was.
So, well, so explain to me what you're hoping to achieve, and then what kind of.
Well, so he's thinking that the moon is what's causing her to
change.
To change.
You know,
exactly.
you know this. Yeah.
Yes.
With
Also
your...
knew the word in English, just didn't come to me. Anyway, and he's thinking, can he? The protector spell, it doesn't. I mean, it's not going to give an impenetrable like force field around her. But now that he said that, he is thinking, if he blasts the roof with lightning flash, he can either bring down the entire roof on top of them or seal the hole. He's thinking, is there a way for me to seal the hole?
I see. Well, you do know that there are two holes. There's one at the top of the tower, and there's one, the well that you fell down. I would say, yeah, it'd be tough because it's wide enough for a lot of the debris to probably fall down. So it'd be a risky move. But you can attempt it if you want to try to blast away the shaft, the well shaft.
Yeah, I mean, he thinks it's very risky.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Does the lack of moonlight change her back?
Yeah, do we know?
I don't.
Because I could see blasting the roof just possibly freeing her too.
So, according to this description, and I guess what Darrow remembered, so when touched by moonlight, a werewolf shifts into wolf form. At sunrise, it changes back. So by that reading, I think the moonlight just triggers the transformation. So it's not necessarily that it is only while the moon is out, because it says, at sunrise it changes back. So basically this wolf form lasts the entire night. So she was touched by moonlight enough, that triggered the transformation. Now she's in it until the sun rises, or she dies, I guess. Or if there's another way to figure it out.
Oh, hi. He whips out the bag of marbles.
Oh, the bag of marbles. I told you what they did. What do they do exactly?
Oh, they're just some sort of damage. Toppling damage.
Oh, that's right. But they were like, they looked handcrafted. They looked like they were very, well, of course, everything would be handcrafted in this world. There were no factories, but they were hidden under the floorboards, right, in a trap door.
He's going to pull out the bag, and he's going to pour the... this is desperate. And he's going to pour out the marbles onto the stone. He's not going to pour them out on the bridge, but on the store cliff.
Okay.
Store cliff, the stone cliff, where she can see them.
Okay.
reaction.
So you're just placing them out so she can see them?
Yes, like look
Okay.
at these. Look at what I have.
Shiny new toy, little puppy. Why don't you roll me a yeah, why don't you roll me a persuasion again? Let's see if anything. I guess you could do like, oh, you're gonna get Banes anyway because you're disheartened. Any kind of charisma based ability.
Yes.
I could say you could do a performance, a persuasion, bartering maybe. I don't know. Any one of those. You can. I'll let you choose. To see if this, and I'll give you a boon on it. So maybe that'll cancel out your bane.
I think he's gonna persuade. He's gonna try to compel her.
Okay.
Like,
So you're
look
hoping
way.
this trinket might bring about some of her human self. So yeah, why don't you roll me a persuasion and then I'll give you a boon on it because you're using this possible personal tool. Oh, you succeeded. Okay, so you place these marbles down, and do you say anything at all, or do you just kind of want to get her reaction based on the items themselves?
No, I mean he's gonna say, "Hey, look over here.
Look at my marbles.
Which I'm sure doesn't
So-
mean anything else.
Right, I'll remind you, like, just in case this helps what you're doing at all. So you found them underneath this massive red rug in her cottage. They were in a small box.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't know if that helps, but
Right? I'm not sure it does.
Look at my box and my marbles.
yeah, for whatever reason they were. I believe it was a locked box, if I remember correctly, because there was 2 potions in there and the marbles. So
I think it's Sariel who actually found them.
yeah,
Actually, no
Yeah.
details.
yeah, because she stepped on a creaky board and discovered the trapdoor in the cottage. So yeah, these were in a locked box. They were hidden, so you know. But anyway, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine. I was just curious if you're going to add any fuel to
He
the fire.
also he realizes that in case of emergency, these marbles are for. I mean, are they glass? Are they silver?
The marbles?
Yeah.
Oh, they're glass. Yeah, they're like you know, game marbles. They're not like thieves' tools.
Right. Then he doesn't realize what I was about to say. So, does it have any effect?
Yes, it does. She kind of calms down a little bit. You see a shred of humanity in her eyes again, which makes you think that the look that she gave you earlier was genuine and not in your own imagination. So she's kind of calmed down. She's still testy. She's still quivering. There's blood still dripping from her hands, but instead of her fists being grasped, her fingers unfurl a little bit and they're trembling. But she is still definitely pulling away from Louis' half circle of silver.
Can he throw her one of those?
Yeah, of course. You can throw a marble.
Into the water. What do I roll for that?
Well, what are you trying to do? Because
I'm trying to give her-
she's a werewolf, and
Yeah,
she's
being a good girl right now. Not in a dirty way, but in a good boy, and you'd say to a dog. She's being a good dog, calming down. So you want to reward her, sort of inching one of the marbles over to her. See if she plays with that instead.
So you're just gonna try to nudge it over, like roll it over. It's already on the ground.
Yeah.
Or are you gonna pick it up and like throw it at her?
No, he's gonna
Like catch this treat with your mouth, doggy.
So he's gonna find a furrow between the planks of wood.
Okay, so a little groove.
And sort of-
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and roll it down that groove.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you roll it down there. I'll say it probably stops wherever this other, the broken shackle is tied to this or attached to this this bridge. And it goes clink. Which one did you pick, by the way? Why don't you tell me which one you found and chose? They're of all colors. They look like they're maybe a polished down from gemstones or something like that. They're quite pretty.
Interestingly, Jessica and I talked about this last week. So
Marble colors.
Yes, or something of the kind. And he's
Okay.
going to pull up. Wing. Say rust and cobalt.
Okay.
Looks like bright blood and glints of moonlight.
Okay. Okay. Not the one that's the color of the rising sun. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you take this rust-colored cobalt one and you roll it over. Tink. She seems to be somewhat captivated by it. Briefly. So she's looking at it with at least one eye. Shoulders still rising and falling as if she's out of breath. Drool dripping from her fangs.
Morning Cloak.
Oh man, are you taking out your musket? What are you doing?
Oh, Morning Cloak is raising his
Oh
Morning Star.
shit.
No, no, no! You fool! Calm the flip down!
Oh. Fine.
Oh, I thought he was gonna hit.
Oh, he was.
Oh shit.
I can sense these things.
Okay, so she's kind of looking down at this marble, somewhat captivated by it. But that brings us to Sariel. Anything?
I'm just preparing my crook. That's all I have.
Okay. So that brings us back to Louis. This is going to be the final round, everybody. Just so you know.
So I have 2 weird ancient coins in my inventory. Would they happen to be made out of silver?
These are the ones that you found in Rittermound, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's say they're silver. Why not?
I am going to tie the coins to each end of the rope and have it ready to like throw, like those, I don't know what they're called, but
The
it's
bolo?
like a rope
A
with
bolo? The things that
Yeah,
you throw and then
where
they
it, like,
like
wraps
wrap
around.
around something?
Yeah.
So you have this bed sheet rope and you're trying to tie coins to the ends, these very small coins. So
Well, they're weird coins. They might be heavy.
I mean, I'll say you could like wedge them in there, but you're going to have to kind of wrap them in the sheet. So they won't be
Okay.
the metal won't be exposed, because I'm just trying to wrap my head around how you tie a sheet around a small coin, and I can't quite.
Yeah.
I can't quite. Now, if it's a string, maybe, but I guess you could do that. You could try to strip away a thread, but get that going. But it might also fall off if you start swinging it around.
If the silver is covered by fabric, does it still affect the werewolf?
I'll say it can I'll say it can probably
Contact.
it probably won't like it, but it needs to be it needs to be contact with the actual metal for it to like be affected.
Okay, so it wouldn't hurt her. So I'll get that ready.
Okay, I'll say you're over there doing this, and that's your turn. I'll say it's probably going to take a couple turns to get this ready.
Okay.
Because remember, a round's only about 10 seconds. So
Yeah.
okay, this is it. So last, Darrow, I guess Darrow, Morning Cloak. Any last things you'd like to do?
Is there a marble the size of the sun? No, is there a marble that looks more like the sun? That might be magic. Or,
Well, I'll say that yeah, there are all colors of marble, and there is one that could be sun-like. in its
All
color.
right.
Yeah.
He's going to push that over to her.
Okay.
Or should he throw it at her? Flip. No, he's gonna put it in the groove again and push it over.
Push it over in the groove. Okay. So you push it over in the groove, and again, she's fixated by it. It tinks up against the other one there, the rust and cobalt colored one. And her eyes widen briefly as if a memory just kind of flickered through her mind. But she's...
We need to break the marbles. Tell me now.
So that's pretty much all that happens. Is Morning Cloak gonna do anything with his Morning Star or Silver Tooth? Nothing.
God.
Okay.
Guys, does he bring his Morning Star down on the marbles?
Oh, who are you asking? The chat?
I'm asking the party.
Okay.
He is foolhardy.
He is foolhardy. Chat, what do you guys think? Jessica?
Yeah, chat, if you're still there, should Morning Cloak attack Antelia Werewolf? What do you think?
He would attack the marbles.
Oh, attack the marbles. Sorry.
He would
Okay.
smash the marbles.
Trying to smash the marbles. Okay. So
He'd probably
Nub
try to
says
smash the
Morning
marbles.
Cloak for protecting nature and werewolves are unnatural. Okay, so we think Nub is definitely thinks Morning Cloak would try to destroy the werewolf. So I'd say that's a no to the marbles. But yes to
Alright.
smacking the werewolf.
Interesting. He's going to smash the marbles. The two marbles that are in front of him. He's not going to turn around and start smashing the
So
other.
just like hammering this Morning Star down
Yes.
onto the marbles.
Just to see.
I like Nub. Sure, but he would miss and hit the head.
Hey, who knows? But yeah, he's tired. He's disheartened. He thinks that this is stupid. So yeah, he's gonna attack the marbles.
Okay,
What do we
he
do?
attacks. He
Iron
attacks.
killing.
You don't need to roll anything. The marbles are stationary. They're sitting there. Morning Cloak brings the Morning Star overhead, smashes them, and they shatter into many glittering pieces. And yeah, you guys, I guess, do that as the sun rises.
Sunlight.
Sunlight. The moon splits into the sun. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, he shatters these things. They're glinting in the moonlight. Antelia looks up at you, Darrow, and Morning Cloak just in your general direction, and her pupils just whoosh, turn cat-like, and she tears her remaining hand or the shackles free and just screams / roars. It's almost like that annihilation sound with a mutated bear in the movie where it's like part human, part beast. And she looks over her shoulder, looks back, sees the silver, and then leaps off the edge, plunging into the dark depths of the water. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, everybody. So thank you, people on the stream who hung out with us this whole time. Thank you, people who are watching this in the future. Don't forget to like the stream. Thank you, Patrick P, for the amazing, ever-improving Dragonbane system here on Foundry, as well as everybody over at who's creating all the cool Dragonbane stuff for our digital needs. And Andreas, Noel for the soundtracks. Thank you so much. And yeah, I guess that's where we're going to end it tonight, everybody. So, I guess we'll see what happens next week. If Antelia comes back to get another octopus friend. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, thanks, guys. See you all next week, same time. Maybe we'll have all 4 people here. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try. So, again, appreciate all the support, and we will see you guys in the next one.